So we'll just wait for a few people to come on, I think, because otherwise it's just going to... It's on. Yeah, that'd be great, actually, Joe. It's on.
Yeah, we just have one person. Time's up.
Let me just send this on. 2 seconds.
Here we go. It's not... Right, that works.
It's on.
Yeah.
Should we send a question ourselves?
Can do. There's no one on it yet, though, so we won't answer.
Just try to get this done in 2 seconds.
Right, I've changed the link on Facebook.
No. Make sure it's focused. That's good. Okay. Come on, folks. Is that me?
If it's my Wi-Fi, but it's clear on yours.
Yeah.
It's my Wi-Fi.
Is that me? 2 people. Hi everyone. So sorry we had a little bit of technical trouble there. It's the first time we've done a live stream, so we've had to reset the key. So welcome to the HSE event. This is live from SE Workwear down here in Oxford in our retail store. So here we're in the Rockpool area, so we thought we'd start off doing a little bit of a talk about some of the footwear that we've got here in this section. And we're going to bring in each of the different guys. Obviously, we've got to keep our social distance. So first off, I've got Jodie. And Jodie is my daughter, but she also is a retail manager for the shop here. And so we thought I'd bring Jodie in, and then Gabby, and we can talk about some of the services these guys provide here. So Jode, you work in the shop, so your first point of contact?
So yeah, me and Gabby, you'll see Gabby shortly, but me and Gabby, we both work in the shop. We have a range of different brands that you have access to in the shop. We've got Dickies, Workwear, Helly Hampton, JSP, Rockpool, and we've actually just started expanding a lot more on our PPE range now. We've always sold it, but definitely a higher demand at the moment. So we have a lot of that in our shop now at the moment.
So you're supplying like PPE to companies and people just coming in, just public actually that need it as well?
Yeah, so the NHS we've been selling to.
Councils, that sort of thing. So we hold quite a lot of stock in the shop, and we've also got a warehouse at the back as well.
Yeah, and that has a lot of we've got a lot of extra stock out the back as well. So
We always keep plenty. We get a lot of customers that want quite a large amount, especially the councils and stuff like that, don't they? So if you do need anything like that, we can normally ship it out or drop it off same day in some cases actually, which is quite handy.
Yeah.
So what's some of the most popular brands, Joe, that you sell down here?
So we've got Workwear, we've got a massive range of high vis. So you'll probably notice as soon as you walk in the shop, you'll see a lot of high vis. So we've got all of that. I'd say Dickies is one of our bigger brands that we've got here. We've got the Medway boot, and that's a really popular boot.
It's waterproof as well, isn't it? So ideal for outside.
Waterproof. We've got the Pro Man boot. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but it's a honey.
That's this one. Second one.
Yeah. This is one of our newer boots that we've just brought in, but this is a really popular one as well. We've got a lot of different ranges of products, really.
So when you first come in, Jode and Gabby are going to be your first point of contact. So when you come in the shop, they'll be at the counters there. And what we operate here is like a socially distanced, and then we've got like a doorbell system. So because the shop gets so busy, we only allow a certain amount of people in at any time. So if you do come down, there's free parking behind, isn't there?
Yeah.
Ring the doorbell, one of the girls will let you in. So have a chat with Gabby. Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, everyone.
Come through, Gabby. And this is Gabby.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on camera, Gabby.
That's all right.
So, Gabby, you deal quite a lot with the branded uniforms when people come in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm first point of contact. A lot of people come into the shop the first time they want to get workwear. So I kind of go through the whole stage with them, go through a kind of break card, extra logos, that kind of thing, set up, mock up samples, just to make sure they're really happy from start to finish.
Yeah, because we have like a process there, don't we, where as a customer will come in and show you, like, might just have a logo on a business card, so you'll take that and you can take that through.
Yeah, we work closely with the print department who create mock-ups for us that we can send over. Just to make sure the customer's really happy with everything before we just go straight onto garments, which makes it really helpful because they can tweak it as and when they want to.
Yeah, it's good. And so when you create an embroidered logo, you produce a sample as well, don't you, to them to just check so they can see physically what it looks like.
Exactly, because when you're going from a logo to embroidery threads, obviously you have to match the colours and things, so you want to make sure it's as close match as possible, and then also just kind of smaller bits of writing and everything, you have to make sure it all looks perfect, so it's always better to do it in the embroidery sample first.
Yeah, that's good. And so what other areas of the shop, I'm just thinking like we've got lots of different trousers and stuff like that, so if people just want to come in and just buy workwear.
Yeah, well we've got Helly Hansen at the front, which is always really popular. We've got a nice kind of area of it right as you come in. And Helly Hansen's always really good quality, so people can feel it. And as soon as they try Helly Hansen, then they always want to get it branded and things.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, it's really nice stuff. And the Helly boots, I've even tried. Not that I use the boots working here, but I've tried them and they are really, really comfortable.
Yeah.
Much more comfy than my normal trainers. And they've got a steel toe boot as well.
So I'm thinking those Helly boys should actually probably give you some trainers for that little plug there. So,
I know,
yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
So if you're watching Paul, Gabby needs some trainers. Yeah, so no, that's great. And then these girls are brilliant. They're really knowledgeable. So if you come down here, they're really enthusiastic. They'll show you different types of trousers if it's something you're interested in. And if you want something basic or if you want something a bit more pockets, yeah.
Type boot. It comes in sizes 3 to 15. So
Right,
yeah,
that's a fair range.
That's a good size range. It's also anti-static as
Yeah.
well, so you can use it in that sort of industry.
Yeah.
It's less than £60. It's a really good, let's say, go-to boot. You can't go wrong with the sleep.
Have we got any questions coming in? Does that mean if you've got any specific inquiries or any issues with footwear at the moment, then just buzz us over some questions. If we can't get through them all, then we'll just basically drop you an email a bit later with some answers on that.
Actually, there is one question here. There's a guy that working in a warehouse. What sort of boots or shoes would you recommend for warehouse use?
Maybe if you want a trainer's a good option.
Absolutely.
That,
If you're not, if you don't need to be waterproof, then obviously this one from Rockfall is nice. It's the Pro Man trainer. It's a very nice trainer.
Yeah. Nice and lightweight. It's got no weight in that at all, is it?
700 grams. Is that the one?
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's nothing in that.
No,
all, is
nothing
it?
else. Really lightweight. So if you're on your feet all day in the warehouse, this is the one that you want to come and have a look at. Also comes in grey as well.
Yeah.
And from memory, 38.
Yeah, £37.50.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Nice cheap trainer as well.
Yeah.
And are they composite or steel with the midsole?
I'm pretty sure they're composite.
Composite,
Yeah. Actually, I'll tell you another one that's just come out. We've only just got this one. This is the Fly, and we've got the Bantam, which is a boot as well. the Bantam. Matt, would you pass one of those Bantams from the other side? Yeah, I just wanted to. This is incredible. I mean, these are brand new range. Literally only had these like I think Friday last week. They just literally just landed. Yeah, I mean that's crazy. Like, and you can see from this, it's got a very very low profile sole on there. If you and actually they've got the active step
They
inside.
have, yeah, well, they all have the active step
Yeah,
insoles, which you can obviously take out to put in their additional.
active step range.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a foot scanner here actually. So if you've got guys that, thanks mate. Yeah. So basically, what we can do, you can go onto our footbed scanner there, and it will scan your foot, weight distribution, like Paul was saying, and it will see what arches and stuff, any support you might need.
Yeah.
So you can pop these in. These are worked with any of the footwear here from Rockfall. We can chuck that in there, and then that's going to really help with fatigue, isn't it, and stuff like that. So if you're suffering, I mean, I suffer with.
There's normally a boot or trainer for most people, and with the foot scanner, we can measure your foot just to make sure that it's going to be right for you as well.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Just be, thanks very much.
I think we also just talk about the silk. So we've got lots of all big boot trainers, but we also do the Wellington boot. Obviously, as a Wellington boot, it's 100% waterproof. Also got a neoprene part at the top. That's very nice and comfortable around your leg. But that's also waterproof as well. This is also anti-static, oil resistant as well.
Yeah.
And comes in 3 to 13
It's
size.
good actually. It's got the half sizes on that as well. So I think there's a 10.5. And I think it's a 6.5 as well. Yeah, yeah. So that's good.
And it's also vegan friendly.
Vegan friendly.
Vegan friendly. So they have thought of everything. So you've got the high vis parts as well. So when you're out and about at night, if you're in the warehouse, if you're in the yards, you will be seen.
Just noticed actually, one of the guys was just saying it. Someone was asking about ladies' footwear.
Ladies' footwear, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got a nice range of ladies' footwear actually, which is really.
Which is the first.
You've got the trainers.
Yeah.
All 3 of those.
So we've got Jasmine. I think. What's that lady asset you've got it there?
Yeah.
You've already got it.
I've already got it.
Yeah. So this is really
It's a
popular.
nice dealer boot. It's selling
Fantastic.
loads of these. Ladies boot goes up to 8. I think it's 3 to 8.
Yeah.
On this one.
Yeah.
Very popular.
Yeah, that's really good. And then you've got these trainers. Also, some of these I think the new Bantam goes down to 3.
I think a lot of them start
Yeah.
at some small sizes.
Yeah, that's great.
As I say, we've only had it about a month, so we're learning on these ourselves as well.
I'll just check some of the messages.
But we've also got boots that have the boa system, so there's no laces as such, so you can't lose the lace.
Yeah,
You
someone just
literally-
asked me about that.
Oh, okay. So literally, you just
Just asking how
pop
it
it
works.
forward to release it.
Yeah.
And then it's all one piece cable.
Yeah.
That runs all the way through, and then put your foot in, obviously, and then what you do is just tighten it, push it back in,
Turn the dial.
turn the dial, and
What's your uncle?
it starts winding it in from the loosest part,
Yeah.
and it will just do
Yeah.
a nice tight
So like Paul was saying,
all the way throughout the boot. So it's really nice and comfortable.
you get like less trip hazards. You've got laces dragging on over the floor.
Well, also anyone working in something like the food industry, it doesn't want to be tucking laces, it's getting wet, it's soggy and dirty. You don't have that with this. It's just literally.
This got an S3 lining as well on this as well, hasn't it? So it's pretty water resistant. Yeah, Simtex liner in there, so it's breathable, moisture wicking. It's going to keep your feet nice and dry. I like how the toe is stitched up quite high on this, and it's got the Force 10, which the Force 10 is like a nitrile rubber.
Just another question about the Helly Hansen boots.
Footwear. Yeah, let's have a look at that.
Thanks going on about it.
Yeah, that's brilliant. Okay, come in. Let's have a little quick chat about these, and we'll get you in, Matt. Okay, so this has got to be, for me, one of the best. I mean, because the whole range of Chelsea Evolution in Helly Hansen is absolutely outstanding. Really.
Out of place down the pub there.
No, I mean that's
really
this
nice.
This looks too good for well. I mean, it's literally there's no weight in that at all. It's waterproof, and a super added bonus to this is actually the fact that it's ESD as well, So anyone that's like working at somewhere like Mini in Oxford, like that's wanting, electrostatic discharge, ideal for engineering, electronics industries. Perfect. Yeah, that's nice.
Like that one.
Yeah, I like that as well. Remind me of the name. Begins with an A.
Akka.
God, I can't remember that one.
Akka.
Akka. No, it's not. It's an Advis. Advis. Yeah. So again, really striking. And that goes really nice actually with the Akka workwear, doesn't it? So from Heli, so that Akka range is like the
Absolutely, yeah.
green.
Get yourself out in full Heli gear.
Or Heli gear. Look the right, the part there.
Or Port West, we're
Port West,
not
no,
biased.
we're not biased.
On any of them.
So yeah. So we do actually down here talking, just touching on footwear still. So obviously we're big with Rockfall, we've got Heli, we've got Caterpillar, we've got V12, we've got Scrubs, Dr. Martens,
Port West.
Port West. We've got the new base footwear from Port West as well, which is
Top boots as
exceptional.
well.
Yeah.
There's a nice top boot range.
Buckler range is huge.
Yeah, high vis boots. Yeah,
All right, get out now. Come on, because we're running out of time. I know you talk for England, so let's get James in. Oh, that's Siri. Well, Siri, at least Siri's joined us as well. Okay, so this is Matthew. Matthew is our sales manager. He looks after. I'll put this booth down and be swinging it around all over the place. Matt, how you doing?
Very well, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone.
What do you do here?
What do I do here? I'm the sales manager, as Adrian said. I deal with corporate clients, and I go out and visit if I can. A lot of the Oxford universities, a lot of the more bigger corporate clients. So we start from the very beginning. If I start from the very beginning and tell you exactly how we go about getting new clients in.
Starting up a new, yeah.
So first and foremost,
Brand.
we would, somebody will contact us. They can either come into our wonderful shop here, or I could go and visit, or Colin could go and visit them.
Yeah.
Out on the road, depending on where you are, the further the better. Not an overnight stay.
No.
And then we have a chat, and then I'll find out about your company. So what your requirements might be, i.e. uniform, shoes, boots, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And then I'll put a sort of a package together, and then
The whole new
for the whole uniform package.
So,
Absolutely. and then you can send me the logos. It can be anything from a very simple text logo,
our signs.
or it can be a slightly more detailed, very detailed logo here.
Yeah.
And it's got lots of different colours, lots of different stuff.
Lovely, yeah. Really, it's good quality.
And it comes out really well. So once we've done that, we basically get that signed off first and foremost. That's the most important thing. We will make sure that you're happy with the logos, because that's basically how it's going to look on your garments, clothing, on order.
Yeah.
We can embroider most things. In fact, virtually everything. We can only pretty much print on everything apart from pieces. That's the only thing that we struggle with.
You can print on it, but it doesn't last very long. It doesn't look very good.
It's like putting an iron on it. If you ever put an iron on a fleece, it won't last very long.
So what about if I've got, say I pick a waterproof jacket and shop, and I want my logo on it, what would you recommend there?
It's a catch-22. Invariably, people like embroidery on there, but if we embroider it, we put holes in it, so it's sort of it makes it a little bit water.
I suppose if it's a smaller area, it's not quite so bad on the front.
But I have a jacket which we logoed with SE Workwear, and I wore it into town once, and it started to rain, and I got really wet.
That's a really good answer.
So we'll print it.
Yeah, so printing is definitely printing is best. I mean, if you're going to be the guys you sort of deal with, you do a lot with all the universities in Oxford, don't you?
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
all the different departments.
And invariably, most of these people will have it.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to stand out in the rain for too long.
And
And if
it's rained a lot, they're going to have a tea.
absolutely put up an umbrella.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So that's good. So you do the whole package.
Yeah. So once you've agreed the logo and you've agreed the package, we'll send off. We'll order all the stuff. You get it printed embroidery, and then I will, if I can, come and deliver it to make sure that you're happy with all the garments and clothing. We can man pack it, so if there's lots of you in the different departments, and Adrian, your size large, that'll be nice. You know, it is not down. But if you're ordering size large, then Adrian, there's your pack there.
So you do a man pack service. Yeah, that's really helpful, because ultimately the person that ordering that, they're ordering lots of uniforms does not want to get involved in sorting out the
you don't want to do that, and you'll get boxes of polo shirts, t-shirts, fleaces, you name it. So yeah,
having that
in a bag,
as little touch as possible once that order is right, and we can back that up with a B2B portal, which we'll get Callum in to talk about as well. So that will. Yeah,
absolutely. And then once we've set it all up and you're happy with all the garments that you've chosen, and you're happy with the quality, then yeah, like I say, put it on a B2B, and you can literally just press a few buttons and order it straight away.
Yeah.
So although we do like to talk to people, well, I like to talk to people.
Well, he does like to talk. I can vouch for that. But yeah, no, I mean it's all about making sure you guys are satisfied with the end product, and we do, as we are still a family business, even if you're not part of our family, really, aren't we? So we've been together for a few years now, and so we do like to really make sure, ultimately the customer's happy.
Absolutely, and we're always at the end of the phone.
Yeah.
So, which is quite unique.
And it's great being, so local to so many great businesses around Oxfordshire. We've got some really, especially with the COVID vaccine going on at the moment. Universities, the engineering, like Oxford Engineering, and that it's really good. Yeah, it's good. So thanks for that, Callum. I think it might just give us the once over on the B2B portal and how that works.
Thank you very much.
Come in, safely distanced over there, please.
Hi, I'm Callum, and the schedule on the B2B.
Yeah.
So my favourite thing probably about the B2B is when we get our customers in there to see their first look, because it's literally just as if you're logging onto Amazon and ordering your product.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'd probably break the B2B down to 5 sections really. So you're logging in, and then straight away you're instantly greeted with the list of your products.
Yeah.
You'll be shown a mock-up straight away with your logo on them, what's embroidered, cost price, etc., and the sizes available.
Yeah.
Once you've selected, simply enter the quantity and then add to basket. You'll then be taken through to confirm the order, and then once you've done that, simply enter a purchase order number or whoever's ordering it, and then you'll be greeted with a success email. You'll then be routed through to Jodie and Gabby, who will accept your B2B order and send you an email confirmation. And then once we've got that, it will go through our standard turnaround, and then we'll just invoice your head office as usual. I think my favourite thing on the reporting side of B2B is how special and unique our service is. The fact we can schedule your reports to go straight to your head office every Monday. For example, we've got Drain Technology who every Monday need to go through their cost centres and allocate, and we just simply provide an Excel spreadsheet. This is the order status, this is what's ready for collection, and it automates it all in there. So it's perfect if you're especially hot on keeping your budgets, or if you've got, say, multiple people ordering with a certain purchase order.
That's amazing. Yeah, it really, really is a nice system.
Yeah.
And it's very, very easy to use. I noticed that you just log on, it's so quick, and you can put purchase orders in there, purchase order numbers. So, I mean, we've got some quite large national accounts that have multiple branches all over the country. The invoicing is done centrally through, that comes through, but and in each one of those branches, they have their own login, don't they?
Yeah, they do. So simply, we'll assign your login, we'll send you over some help videos, not that you'll need it, but just in case you want to get a bit more familiar with it. And then probably as well, what you could do is, if you've got, say, a purchasing department, you can literally have all of your branch addresses, and then we can use that as a delivery address when you're in the B2B.
Yeah, that's excellent.
So yeah, it really is just as simple as that, really.
Yeah, it's a really good system, and it's something that we provide free of charge to our corporate customers. So if you've got say Matthew's gone through or Colin, they've set you up a selection of workwear. Callum can easily put that together for you, and we can just get you set up and up and running in no time. Really, it's very quick, isn't it? Yeah.
But there is more of a detailed video on the B2B on our LinkedIn page, which you'll be able to see how it works and the guide through and how to do it.
Brilliant. Thanks, Callum.
No problem.
Right.
Thank you.
That's good. Viv, come on, Viv, come up here. have a quick chat just before we're about to finish. We'll just go over a little bit because we started a little bit late. Any more questions coming through then you've got to answer at the moment? So this is Viv. This is my wife and my business partner. So this is a third generation business now. So family work here, which are our kids, aren't they? My mum and dad started it, but actually
45 years ago.
45 years ago, he speaks to my dad. Every time you ask him, it's a bit longer. Yeah. So Viv works in accounts.
I see it. Callum's doing his apprenticeship at the minute
He's
in
the boss.
AAT and he's doing really well, so
Yes.
I don't have to get too involved. I'm in dispatch now as well, helping to collate the orders, ready to go out to customers or to go to print or embroidery. Yeah, I'm just making sure everything goes out okay.
So we're sort of really now streamlining the back end of the business, really trying to make it as easy as
Really,
possible.
yeah,
aren't we? 'Cause
yeah.
it's- yeah, just to
We've
so
grown so quickly in the last
yeah,
few years, especially the last 2 years, really.
yeah, I mean, literally.
We're updating all our systems all the time. It's
Yeah.
just-
We're trying to bring that technology to you guys as well. So things like the portal, just so that it makes your experience a lot easier when you need to order uniform, because it can be really painful. I know that collating so many different orders and trying to get it all into the system. So once you've got that set up,
Yeah.
then it's a lot better.
Yeah, it's just flowing quite nicely now. isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, done a lot of work in the background. So yeah, anything else?
Yeah, what's the sort of general turnaround time once you've placed an order?
Okay, so normally 7 to 10 working days for embroidery and printing. However, as you know, at the moment we've had some serious issues with pretty much every industry, building industry, the suppliers. So the problem at the moment really is getting the products in quickly. So although the products may be at the warehouses, the delivery times are sort of getting pushed out a bit. So I would say literally you really want to have two weeks, so about 14 working days really at the moment. If you need an order, if you want something really, really quickly, you want it next day, it's, unless we've got it in stock here, we can chuck it on the machines quickly for you, then we can do that. But I just think at the moment everyone needs to plan a little bit more. We're planning by, like we touched earlier about PPE. We're trying to keep stockpile PPE as much as possible because the demand is still very high for us. And we're trying to keep basic products like if 32, 36, 34 trousers come into stock, back in stock, we're pulling them in quickly and getting as many as we can because we know you guys need it. So
We've got a lot of stock of everything, but you can't keep everything in this situation.
yeah, there's a huge product range here, and to have every boot in every size all the time is very difficult. But yeah, so I would say, in answer to that question, try to give yourself 2 to 3 weeks really. If you need that uniform.
It's gone from like coming in maybe next day to I just
3 or 4 days to come.
Question just come in now. Have we got any other brands that we don't stock in the shop, and can we embroider on every product in the shop?
So what we look at when we take in products to sell is one of the things that we do take into account is that product actually going to be something that we can logo? Because if we see a top that's got a big brand across the front of it, really, although we have got a few Dickies tops like that, generally we try to stay away from that, because what we're trying to provide here is a business that provides an end branded product for you really. So it's all about providing a branded uniform. There's plenty of places that you can pick up a t-shirt with stuff on. So you will see some of the jackets around the shop that may have a pocket on the left-hand breast, and predominantly most logos are branded left-hand breast. So in some cases you may have to swap them around. But in generally, most of the products that we sell, we can brand here. And also just on that note, we don't take in products. So if you was to come in with a batch of products and wanted us to brand, we don't do contract embroidery work, and that's purely because any damage that can happen in the production process becomes very difficult.
Like football shirts.
Yeah.
Football shirts.
Yeah, like football shirts. We don't do that sort of, we're not a shirt printer for football shirts and things like that. So we really try to focus on the workwear. So the products that we use for printing is durable for workwear. So it doesn't really suit like t-shirts for football kits and stuff.
Question for you, I suppose, really, Bev. A company wants to get set up with their workwear and also run alongside with their safety boots and safety wear. What do we offer in terms of trade credit accounts, and is that something we can offer?
Yeah. Obviously, we go through the process and just
Due diligence, yeah.
Once we've checked that it's fine, normally what we'll do, we'll do the first order where we pay front, and then after that, then we would certain days.
And in cases like where it's a utility company, like we do some trade or like Tailwind, those sort of companies, that's not a problem.
It's a bit of a smaller company. But usually there's not issues.
No issues, yeah, absolutely. Right. Okay. So any of the other, we'll come back to those because we're probably running you guys. So any other questions? Thanks very much for sending them in. We'll drop you an email or get back to you on those shortly. But thanks very much to the HSE people. Sorry.
And obviously, if you've got any questions, you can just drop us an email at sales@seworkwear.com or drop us a call on 0808 1966 098.
Thank you very much, Callum. Yeah, so any inquiries, like Callum said, it's sales at SE Workwear. But thanks very much to the HSE people hosting the event.
See you.
See ya.